Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another subscriber requested video. So I was recently asked to do a video about, or to talk about safe signature scents, safe signature scents. So I've got 10 different ones here. There aren't a ton of fragrances in my collection that I consider safe. These are definitely some of them. I do have a few more. Anytime I talk about safe perfumes, I always talk about Jean Lanvin from Lanvin, but I didn't include it in this video because I talk about it all of the time. So I just wanted to mention that one because it is a perfume that I always recommend as like a safe signature style scent. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. So the first one we're gonna talk about is this here. This is Khloe Love Story. My bottle is missing its cap. Yeah, my bottle has definitely seen better days, but I absolutely love this fragrance. It's such a beautiful kind of dreamy floral. It's a little bit sweet. It's not super light, but it's not heavy either. It's just perfect. We're gonna talk about Burberry London Her a little bit later, and it's that kind of a floral. It's just a perfect floral. There's nothing that sticks out. It's not like a rose fragrance or tuberose. There's no one distinct floral that sticks out that you can smell, and those are always, though I love florals like that, I adore florals where just one sticks out that you can really smell, but I also really, really enjoy a kind of nondescript floral, something that's just really, really feminine and pretty, and that I don't smell like roses, I don't smell like tuberose, I don't smell like anything. I just smell like this beautiful, sweet bouquet of florals, and that's what this one is like. I absolutely adore this perfume. You definitely get the white florals in it. You can smell kind of some sweet, delicate white florals, but it's just perfect. It's a perfect scent. Love Story Sensuelle is also a perfect scent. It's beautiful, but nothing can really beat the original Love Story. And as always, this performs really, really well. I have the best luck with Khloe fragrances, which is crazy. Somebody said, I was talking about, I think it was in the first part that I did to the best quality fragrances in my collection, and I had just the original Khloe in there. And somebody said that does not last on them. So I'm like, holy cow, that is one fragrance that I don't think I've ever heard another person say it doesn't last on them. So that's crazy that it doesn't last. So I would be afraid to tell that person to try any more Khloes, because if the original Khloe doesn't last on her, then I don't know that any of the other ones would either, because that one for me is like nuclear. They're all so good for me though. I just love Khloe as a house. All of their fragrances are just magic for me. So anyways, that is the first one. That is Khloe Love Story. This next one was such a surprise for me. I got this perfume. I picked this up for, I can't remember what I picked this up for, but I want to say it was in the $7 or $8 range. It was so inexpensive. This is a fragrance called Unbreakable Love by Khloe and Lamar. This one, I did not know what to expect from it, but it got such good reviews on Fragrantica and it was so inexpensive. I was like, I'm just gonna give it a try. This is an absolutely stunning perfume. You could put this in like a fancy niche bottle and I wouldn't know the difference. It really does smell so much more expensive than it is. It's a really beautiful, bright, citrusy, light woods fragrance. It's really, really fresh. It's completely unisex. I could see anybody wearing this. It's maybe the slightest bit sweet. It's smooth and it's got light woods in the base, and it is stunning. It's so beautiful. I couldn't believe. I just wasn't expecting much for the price, and because it's like a celebrity scent, I just didn't have the highest expectations for it at all. But it's really, really nice. This is one that would be great for people that don't like florals, that don't really like gourmands, that just want to smell good, that just wants to smell fresh, and you don't want to smell too feminine. You're not into flowers and things like that. You don't want to smell edible. this would be the perfect fragrance for you. I mean, it's perfect. It's beautiful. It's like the most perfect light, citrusy, woody fragrance. It's great. You do this one, it's not the worst performer in the world. I've only worn it once and it was back when I very first got it. I want to say I got 4-ish hours out of it or so. But which is not bad for an $8 perfume, not bad at all. You'd only have to reapply it once throughout the day, and it's really, really nice. It's way better than I ever thought it would be. So anyways, that one is called Unbreakable Love by Khloe and Lamar. This next one is one of my most complimented fragrances in my collection, which is why I think it would make an amazing safe signature scent. This is a fragrance from Zara. This is one of the Zara Emotions fragrances, and this one is called Waterlily Tea Dress. Every single time I wear this out of the house, I get so many compliments on it. People will just tell me that I smell so good. The last time I wore it, I went to Ulta, and you know, those girls have access to amazing perfumes all day long. And I walked up to the register and she smelled me and she was like, "What is that you're wearing? It smells so good." And I was like, "It's this inexpensive little Zara fragrance." It's just an amazing little fragrance. And I love this because it's not sweet at all. It's a little bit green smelling. It's like this really beautiful, kind of astringent smelling floral. I think it's got some mint in it, if I remember correctly. It's like like some kind of wildflowers or something, and mint. It's beautiful. It's really gorgeous. And for like $25, it's not a bad price at all. It would make an amazing signature scent. I think most people would like it, unless you're somebody that just really hates florals, then you wouldn't like it. But if you like florals, I think most people would love this. I think it would be safe, and it's a people pleaser. People love the way this smells. So anyways, that is Zara Emotions Waterlily Tea Dress. This next one, I almost wasn't gonna include this one because I've talked about it so much, but I think it would be an amazing signature scent. In fact, if I had a signature scent, I think this would probably be it. It's one of my favorite musks in my collection. I can't believe I left this out of my musk video because I brought it out, but it fell off the chair because I have to sit here and film in a chair and I only have the arms to put stuff on. So it actually fell off the chair and rolled under the chair, and thank goodness I was sweeping and swept it out, or I would have lost it, which I would have cried. But anyways, this is Lake and Skye 1111. This might be my favorite kind of musk fragrance ever because it smells so good. This is like white musk and white amber, and it might be my favorite. I think it is. If I were gonna have a signature scent, I think that this is what my signature scent would be. It's just beautiful. It's clean, it's a little bit sweet. It just smells like clean, sweet, warm skin. I am just obsessed with it. It's such an amazing musk. I have so many good musks in my collection, but this one is special. There's just something about this one that is special. I can't imagine anybody not liking this. I think it would be a people pleaser. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever worn this like out in a big group of people. I think by the time I got this, I had quit my old job, so I don't get feedback really anymore unless like a stranger stops me, which doesn't happen super often. But yeah, I don't have like a lot of feedback about this, but I can't imagine that anybody would not like this or would be bothered by it. It's such an amazing perfume. So yeah, this would be my signature if I had to pick a signature. So anyways, that is Lake and Skye 1111. Next is a vanilla fragrance, and this is for people that don't like florals, that kind of lean more towards gourmands. I think this would be an amazing, safe signature scent. This is from Coco Pink, and this is their version of Tahoda. And it's basically just a beautiful, warm, sweet, rich vanilla fragrance. If you've ever smelled Tahoda from Indult, it's basically the same thing. It smells just like it. This one, it performs well. I can't remember if this one performs well in the heat or in the cold, but it does. It performs well in one and maybe not so great in the other. But also, this has had a lot of time to sit and macerate now, so I need to, I'll leave this one out and I will test this again. I haven't worn it since, I don't think I've worn this one since it was warm out. So I'm gonna need to give this a test now. You can see the liquid has even darkened up a ton since I first got it. So yeah, I'll leave this one out and I'll give this a test. And we'll see if this performs any better. But it doesn't perform any worse than the real Tahoda. So it's a great alternative, and it's a beautiful vanilla. It would make an amazing like vanilla signature scent for my vanilla lovers out there. I love this one. Yeah, I'll test this one again. Yeah, it's darkened up so much, but I'll test this one again and I'll update you in my next what I wore last week video about the longevity of this one. So anyways, that is Cocoa Pink Tahoda. Okay, next I have got some Philosophy perfumes. I think really any Philosophy fragrance on the market could fit the bill for this. I think that 99% of them are incredibly safe, and I think that all of them would make really good signature scents. I had a hard time not pulling every single one that I own because they would all be really good, but I think these two in particular would make really safe, really good signature scents. The first one is Pure Grace. I've had quite a few people tell me that this has been their signature scent in the past, or that they're healthcare workers and it is their signature scent because they're in the healthcare field. Pure Grace is beautiful. It smells like a clean white bar of soap. It really does. It just smells like a clean bar of soap, like a bar of white soap. I love it. It's clean, it's fresh, it wears close to the skin, so you're not gonna you're not gonna overpower people with your fragrance. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful perfume. I have the lotion that matches it, and if you get the lotion to match it, or just get another, really any lotion, you could probably layer this over pretty much any lotion, except I wouldn't do Gourmand, but any lotion. And yeah, it's a great scent. It's a great signature scent. Super safe. I don't know anybody that doesn't like the smell of a fresh bar of soap. It's a good one. So that is the first one. That is Pure Grace. And then the other one is just the original Amazing Grace. This is, Amazing Grace is like a clean, very slightly musky floral. It's one of those kind of nondescript florals. It doesn't have any like distinct floral note. It's just kind of a really nice, easy to wear, nondescript floral. It's really clean smelling. It's just a nice fragrance. It's another one that I could see like healthcare workers wearing, or anybody, really. Anybody could wear this as a signature scent because it's such an easy to wear fragrance. This is another one for my floral lovers out there. It's one of those florals that is really non-offensive. It's not super strong, it's not loud, it's just not gonna be an offensive fragrance. And I think that it would appeal to a lot of people. I love it. Such a beautiful perfume. So that is the original Amazing Grace. Okay, next we have a Montale fragrance, and this is another one that I would, if I didn't feel like in my soul I would need a musk as a signature scent, this would be a contender. This is Montale Rose Elixir. And this to me, oh, it's so beautiful. This is like a clean, sweet rose. More of like, kind of like a peony rose, because it doesn't smell like rose. It doesn't smell like a traditional rose. This one always reminds me a lot of the 2012 formulation of Miss Dior, but this is way better. This one is a lot stronger. This one is a beast. It's amazing. I love this one. It's like a sweet floral. I think it would make an amazing signature scent. If I didn't feel strongly that if I had a signature scent, it would be a musk, this would definitely be in the running as a signature for me, because it's a perfect floral. It's gorgeous. I can't imagine too many people not liking this, and I think it's one that would get a lot of compliments. I think a lot of people would just really like this fragrance. I hate talking about this because it sits there and bangs against the bottle the whole time. But anyways, yeah, that is Montale Rose Elixir. I think it would make a perfect signature. Okay, this next one, I've talked about this one before as that it would make a great signature scent. This is Stella McCartney Bluebell Pop. And this is another perfume that every time I wear this out, I get compliments on it. So it's definitely a people pleaser. And it's just an easy to reach for, again, kind of nondescript floral. It's gorgeous. It is really, really beautiful. It's just a really easy, kind of lightly sweet, green leaning floral. It's perfect. It's a perfect scent. It would make a great signature scent. It's just gorgeous. You know what I need to do? I need to do an updated wedding scent video. Yeah, I definitely need to do an updated wedding perfume video. I think I've only done one ever. But anyways, this kind of reminds me of if I were having like a spring wedding, this would be a really beautiful spring garden, outdoor garden wedding or something. But anyways, yeah, Stella McCartney Bluebell Pop, really beautiful. I think you can still pick it up on Fragrance X, and yeah, I really love it. So there's that one. Okay, next is Burberry London for her. This is another, the reason I love this one, it's for the same reason I love Khloe Love Story, because again, they're kind of nondescript florals. They're sweet, really easy to wear nondescript florals. And the reason I like a nondescript floral as a signature scent is because it's not going to be off-putting to anybody. Some people don't like the smell of rose. You might love the way that rose smells, but it might, you know, trigger something or some awful memory for somebody else, and they can't stand the way that roses smell. Or same with tuberose. Some people might just not like the smell of tuberose. Really, any flower could be off-putting for people. I love a good nondescript floral because they're really beautiful and feminine smelling and easygoing, and people are gonna smell you and think you smell really, really good, and it's not gonna be like, oh, she smells like roses. I don't like the way roses smell. Or, you know, it's not gonna be off-putting for anybody else around you. You're just gonna smell good. And from my experience, people really, really love a good floral. Just like a good all-around floral, which is why I think they make great signature scents. Burberry London Her, that's what it is. And I love it because it's like a medium-bodied floral. It's not heavy, but it's not super light either. It's definitely not as light as the Pop Bluebell or even the Waterlily Tea Dress. Those are lighter florals. Love Story and Burberry London Her, these are more of like a medium-bodied floral, so they're a little bit heavier, which I love. That's my favorite because they can be worn in the heat, they can be worn in the winter, and they're always just gonna kind of work. So yeah, I really love this one. That is Burberry London Her. And then last, we've got another floral. This is Lalique, just the original Lalique. And this is a really easy to wear, easy to reach for, kind of 90s style floral. It reminds me of the 90s, but this one it's very classic smelling. You're not gonna smell vintage at all. In fact, I don't think that a Gen Z person that has never really smelled 90s fragrances would be like, oh, that smells vintage, or would think that this even smells like the 90s. It's super classic, timeless. It's beautiful. It's a floral. This one is a little bit more, it's still kind of a nondescript floral. But this one has some spices in it, and this one is just a little bit different from any of the other florals. This one has like the slightest, tiniest bit of a muskiness to it, but it's like a clean, sweet muskiness. It's not like a heavy muskiness or anything like that. It's not, oh, this one's hard to explain. It's really, really beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of Kenzo Flower Lumiere. Yeah, they're kind of similar. It's really, really beautiful. And again, this one is, I can't imagine anybody smelling this and like hating it. And I also can't imagine anybody smelling it on me and hating it. It's a super nice, easy like easygoing, kind of slightly musky, sweet, spiced floral. It's gorgeous. It's definitely underrated. I don't hear people talk about this. I never hear this perfume being talked about, and I think it's so beautiful and so underrated, and I think it would be a great, like, safe kind of signature scent. So anyways, that is Lalique from Lalique. And that is gonna be it, guys. Those are 10 fragrances that I think would make great, safe signature scents. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.